Welcome to Creature Fridays, where I give you a quick introduction to one of the animal species found in the UK.
Subscribe to Ferroforest to keep learning about UK nature.
For the second video, we're going to take a look at Lutra, or the Eurasian otter. The Eurasian otter is the most widely distributed otter species in the world. They are the only native otter species in the UK and can be seen here all year round. You can find them anywhere near fresh water, particularly within wetlands and rivers, but also along coastlines. Fish make up 80% of their diet, but they will also eat water birds, amphibians and crustaceans. Otters are unmistakable when seen around our rivers. At approximately 70 centimetres long with a 45 centimetre tail and weighing up to 12 kilograms, they're one of our larger remaining carnivores. Otters have greyish-brown fur with a paler chest and throat. They have a number of adaptations that help them in the water. Their fur is dense and is made up of two layers. An inner one meant to keep them warm, and a thicker waterproof one on the outside. Their muzzle, nose and elbows have whiskers which help them detect the vibrations of prey in the water. They also have webbed feet to help them power through the water. Despite being a distinctive animal, they're nocturnal throughout most of the UK and so difficult to spot. You might see them at dawn or dusk, swimming very low in the water, with the top of their head and back only just visible as they go. More likely, you will spot field signs of them. Their 7 centimetre long footprints have 5 toes, often dug obviously and deeply into wet soil or clay. They also maintain clear territories, marking them with greenish droppings called spraints. These can be seen on prominent landmark features like fallen trees and have a sweet jasmine tea scent. This scent provides a great deal of information to otters, allowing them to recognise each other down to the individual level. Otters are solitary animals, with adults only meeting up to mate and then part ways. Mating can occur at any time of the year, and the females will then give birth alone in an underground burrow that is known as a holt. These holts are hidden by riverside vegetation and often have an underwater entrance on the riverbank. Litters are usually made up of 2 or 3 cubs, and they'll stay within the holt with their mother as they develop. It takes them 5 weeks before they're able to open their eyes, but by 7 weeks old they start running around and can venture a little bit outside of the holt. By 10 weeks old they'll be venturing further away from the holt, and then at 14 weeks old they'll be fully weaned from their mother. By the time the cubs turn 16 weeks old, their mother will have convinced them to enter the water so that they can start learning to catch food for themselves. They'll stay with their mother as they grow and develop, and then by the time they turn 15 months old, they'll have ventured out to start their own territories. They'll usually have found their first mate and produced a litter before they turn 2 years old, and they can live up to 10 years old, but they usually only live for about 5 years. Otters are still relatively rare in the UK, with only around 10,000 individuals living here. In the late 1900s, agricultural pesticides affected the quality of rivers across the islands, while the drainage of wetlands reduced otter habitat further, and otter populations became limited to small fragmented locations. Banning these pesticides helped them recover to the numbers that they are currently at, but they still have a ways to go before they can fully recover. If you want to help otter conservation, then consider making a donation to a charity like the UK Wild Otter Trust, which raises orphaned otter cubs for release back into the wild. If you enjoyed learning about this animal, check out some of my other videos.